Hello everyone. In this particular use case, I am showing that how blockchain can be integrated with the IoT devices and how the supply chain can be possible via blockchain. Here, I have taken the example of cold chain where any particular product will move through different business parties through the full life cycle of that project via different customers, manufacturers, packagers, retailers, etc. So in this business network, there is a product is the asset, and there are different participants available like manufacturer, packager, retailer, and transporter. First of all, the manufacturer, packager, retailer, and transporter have to register into the system. So the participants need to be created. So I have already created the participants. Like manufacturer I have created. For the simple POC perspective, I am taking only two fields, that is the manufacturer ID and the name, that is ID and the name. It is same for all the business parties like packagers. So packager ID and packager name, retailer, retailer ID, retailer name, etc. Now the first transaction, so the product is empty. Now manufacturer will come and he has to submit a transaction. So here I have already written the transaction payload. So here if we submit the transaction, that is the product ID, the product name, the temperature ideal. So what is the ideal temperature? Like it is 25 or 25 degrees centigrade, something like that. So it is the ideal temperature of this product. In this particular temperature, the product works perfectly. The maximum temperature allowed for this product is 27 and the low is 23. So I have taken a very simple example which will actually indicates that what is the ideal temperature of that product and what is the product ID and the product name. So this information has to be input into the blockchain network via manufacturer, and the manufacturer ID I have given. Now let us submit the transaction. Once I submitted the transaction, you can see submitted transaction successfully and one transaction ID has been created. So here you can see that the product asset has been created and the manufacturer is associated with it. And the stage is, the life cycle stage is, it is currently with manufacturer with all the information like temperature, ideal, high, low, etc. Now I am going after that from the manufacturer, it will go to the packager. In the packager, I also have the payload which the packager needs to submit and it will go to the blockchain network. Here you can see the product ID and the packager ID. So I have submitted. So when they will submit, whenever that particular product will come to the business party, that is packager. So you can see automatically the stage has been updated with the currently with packager, and the packager who is there in this business network, his ID is also appended. That means for this particular product, this packager is associated, means he actually this particular packager has packaged this product. Now I am going to the retailer. So for the retailing perspective, it is almost same. Sorry, after that it will be transporter, because after package it will be transported. So let us do the transporting, and over here the transporter already registered and he submitted the transaction, means currently it is with the transporter, so it is transporting correctly. And you can see that manufacturer, packager, transporter, all informations are there and it is stored into the immutable shared replicated ledger of blockchain. And finally the retailer will come and, one second, the retailer will come and he will submit this particular transaction. And here whenever he submitted it, you can see the retailer has been added and the stage is currently with retailer. So this is the basic example of the supply chain where we can add as many as fields into this product life cycle and into the product asset. and whenever it will go from one business party to another business party, it will update the product, and all information will be stored as a transaction. You can see if I go to the all transaction, everything is there, like manufacturing, packaging, transporting, retailing. If we want to see view the record, this is the record. So the transaction ID is this, the transaction ID, which refers to the that with which transaction ID it actually stored into the block, and the timestamp. You can see this is the timestamp. Right now I have executed, and what is the payload. So everything is there over here. So it is very fine. It is going through now. Now how the IoT is actually coming into the picture. So this is a IoT sensor, and I have deployed the application into the AWS server, and this is the REST server. So in the REST server, I have already in this AWS, I have already created the manufacturer, packager, etc. And I have already created the transaction that after manufacturer, it is currently with the packager, right? And there is one thing called the warning state. So here the concept of IoT and the blockchain came in, that whenever the temperature of that particular product will increase before 27, above 27, then it will create one warning, and that warning state will be stored into the blockchain. We can definitely enlarge it to a higher concept, that whenever the warning will be generated, then we will send the notification to the administrator or to the concerned party. That can also be done. But here, for the simple POC perspective, I am showing that the warning state, how it is generated. So as you can see, I have already tested some warning state. And what will be the warning states fields? Like there will be one warning ID will be generated automatically in the blockchain, and which is the product associated with it, and for which party, in which stage of the life cycle this particular temperature has violated. So that information is necessary, and with which temperature. So for the simple perspective, I have created this. So right now it is with packager, and I have tested that, okay, whenever the IoT device, the temperature is greater than 27 at that time, then one transaction is automatically fired into the blockchain, and a warning is generated, and it is stored into the blockchain. Okay, so now it is currently with packager. So let us show you another thing, like this is the packaging, and after that there is transporting. Okay, so right now it is, I am going to execute the transaction of transporting. So let us go over here, and I am going to post it. So this is the Swagger REST API using which I am executing the transaction, and I have executed it, and I got the 200 response back. That means currently the stage is transportation. How I can confirm it? If I go to the product asset and I give the query that what is the current state. Okay, you can see this is currently with transporter, and some warning has been generated previously, but right now no warning. So it is currently with the transporter. Now let us go to the IoT sensor. This particular sensor is attached with the blockchain network. Whenever I will increase the temperature above 27, at that time a new warning will be generated. So let us increase the temperature, because the ideal temperature is 25 and highest temperature is 27. So for this use case, I have considered that if the temperature exceeds 27, then one warning will be generated. And this particular IoT sensor is attached with the product, means that I assumed. So let us do some higher temperature. Suppose 47 temperature happened while transporting. Okay. So I have created already the 47 temperature. Now let us check that what has been created. Okay. Now you can see previously 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. 7 warning states were there. Now let us try out again that whether any warning has been generated or not. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now two new warning has been generated as I have kept 2 seconds above 27. So two new warning state has been generated. And if I go over here and I query the warning, then definitely it will show me that particular temperature. Let us try it out. Okay. So this was the previous warning transporter. You can see that I have kept the temperature as 43 and this new warning has been generated. And this is with the transporter and the product ID is P001 and this is the warning ID. So in this way, whenever the attached IoT devices, temperature or any parameter, humidity, pressure, that particular information can be stored into the blockchain and a notification can be generated to the concerned party. So thank you all. Thanks for watching.